What's up, my butter jelly toasts? So first of all, I wanted to make some awesomeness butter jelly toast. If you guys have not had that before, absolutely delicious. Eat that right frickin' now. It's amazing. With some sort of bad, upsetting news, and hopefully with all of that together, we can kind of make it a neutral-ish news, I guess. So this will probably not get very many views, but I had to speak it out into the wilderness just to see who wants to listen, and also ask your guys' opinions on if you think, or if you agree with me, or if you think that my opinions are generally correct. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. But contested territory has some pretty drastic flaws, in my opinion, and I think the flaws can all stem from just looking at the board right now of what's happening. Just 2 days ago was the last time that I checked BT6 contested territory, and there was, like, the entirety of the map was almost completely taken up. And just that few days, it's gone. It's not like people are fighting over things anymore. It's kind of just like, well, do you still want to play contested territory? And most people are saying, no, not really. It's not that fun. But why is it not fun? It's not fun because it's not a competition. It's just who plays the most tiles, and who makes sure they use all of their tickets up. And that's not really the way that it should be spirited out into the wilderness. So, I'm going to start playing a tile here. I'm just going to beat it really quickly, and we're going to talk about kind of the flaws in general with the system, I guess. So, we're going to do the least here, so definitely whenever you do that, do a hero to start. I can promise you that. Alright, so to start you guys off, I just kind of have like a little conglomerate of things that I think will pop most of the balloons here. I'm basically going to go for a Necromancer as fast as possible, and I'm going to kind of decide if I want to upgrade my Boomerang at all. But right now, he's just my purple popper, in case some purple balloons pop in here. Before I can get my Necro up, I want to make sure that I don't just die to them stupidly, you know? So, that being said, all we need to do is kind of build that guy up, probably defend almost all the way through by themselves. He's a really, really powerful tower, but the balloons can start to overwhelm him, so I'm hoping Gwendolyn kind of comes into play, but I might need some Boomerang upgrades. Alright, so back to the problem. Ninja Kiwi has always had this weird thing about, like, making people play no lifestyle, right? No lifer style. It's not about how good you are at the game, it's just how much have you played. Battles 1 is a great example of this with the medallion system. The medallion system was pretty cool, I guess, in that you could kind of, you were risking things. You could risk your own medallions to earn double medallions. It was very on edge the entire time, until you got to enough medallions where no matter how much you played in the highest arena, you basically were never going to go down. You know, even if you lost 100 games in a row, you still weren't going to lose all your medallions or anything like that. So, the risk to reward value just didn't really seem all that important anymore, I guess. But the way that the leaderboard system worked was that they started off before they invented the prestige leaderboard, was that whoever earned the most medallions had nothing to do with losing medallions. Whoever earned the most medallions would be at the top of the leaderboard. So it didn't matter if you were better than somebody and you beat the top player, 10 times in a row, you still were not better than that player because he could easily play 100 games against the worst of the worst players, earn some medallions, and just have more medallions earned than you. So it was definitely a flaw in the system, in my opinion, so they invented something called the prestige leaderboard system, which added up the medallions lost, combined with the medallions earned. And if you had more medallions earned than lost, then you would end up on the prestige leaderboard because you would have earned more medallions than you've lost. Okay, cool, a step in the right direction, but still didn't really solve the problem, because if somebody plays 1,000 games and has a 51% win ratio, it's going to earn more medallions than somebody who has a 75% win ratio that only played, you know, 15 games or something like that, even if they played up against the best of the best players. So, it's goofy. Ninja Kiwi always wants you to keep on playing more and more and more of the game, and that's not necessarily a terrible, terrible system. Alright, not automatically a terrible, terrible system to make you want to play more, but it's like the level of playing more. It gets kind of absurd sometimes with how they do this. Now, what's weird about this system in particular is that there's 150 tiles, and there's supposed to be only, like, what, 90 total players in a system? 6 teams of 15 each? Possible. Not every time is every single player going to play. That's just like a fact of life, I believe. So when you have all of that combined together, it's not like everybody's fighting over the exact same tiles over and over and over again. It's going to be sort of monotonous where you have only maybe 50 players playing over these tiles or whatnot. Even if you have the hardest of players playing over and over again, you're still not going to quite be at that ridiculous level. So when I first started playing Contested Territory and I had to go for the lowest tier set, I was kind of thinking I was going to keep this tile forever until somebody came and they stole it from me. And if they couldn't steal it from me, then I would have a ton of points. I did a really good job right from the get-go. I tried really hard. I spent my ticket properly, and I'm going to own that frickin' tile, right? Well, Ninja Kiwi involved some sort of degradation system into Contested Territory. And the degradation system is just straight up awful. I honestly, I think, like, degradation... Okay, maybe a little bit. But, dude, I was fighting a tile that was almost neutral in a couple hours, and it had 140 tiers. Now, I don't know what that guy's score actually was. If it was 30 or 60 or 90, doesn't even really matter. But 140 is, like, impossible to try to not beat. I don't even have to try remotely to make that happen for myself. So that's why it gets a little bit funky in Contested Territory right now, because there's really no reason of trying hard. Nobody's going to try to steal my tile because it's only going to last for 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever the heck it lasts for. So, there's no point in trying. Hard, at least. You could just beat a tile and just assume that it's going to be your tile for a long time. If somebody wants to steal it, all right, go ahead, whatever. It doesn't even really matter. They just kind of wasted their ticket anyways by trying to steal something instead of trying to earn a new tile here. So I think that's where the system is kind of having its downfall right now. Is that getting players to say, hey, you have to come every day and play this game every time is going to be difficult for 6 teams all combined together. There's a big difference between 6 teams combined together with all 15 players and even just 3 teams with 15 players all fighting over the same tiles. It's not going to be a full board. So either Ninja Kiwi has to make the board just generally smaller, and have people fight over things more, or the degradation system. No matter what, I think the degradation system needs to be, fixed. I think that's one of the major issues here. Fix the degradation system, and make it so, like, maybe if a tile lasts, for example, 72 hours instead of, I still don't know if it's 24 or 48. I still don't know. I think it's 24, but it seems like it lasted 48. But the tiles need to last for longer. Significantly longer, if you ask me. I would actually think that, making it last forever actually wouldn't even be a bad system. And then having the tiles degrade very slowly. For example, my tiers, maybe add in like 1 or 2 tiers a day, max. So that's all you really need to do. You don't need to go crazy with it or anything like that. You just need to make sure that you kind of keep on the system so people can still beat your scores if you do have the best of the best scores that nobody could ever beat. Or even better than that, you could have people have to work together to have a better score because you have those special relics. So, for example, if I make it over to one of these relic tiles and I capture a relic tile, maybe I could get a better score than somebody else by just having better and cooler relics. So I don't even need a degradation system, right? Those are all really cool ideas that I hope that they implement in the future. Right now, it's just not that fun. And I hate to say that because I was honestly really excited for Contested Territory, and when I first saw it, I actually was also very excited for it. But then the more that I played it, the more I realized, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, boy. Like, my excitement is carried on from my previous excitement, but I'm not actually that excited, if that makes any sense. We want to spend the least amount of money here. And again, normally I'd be like, all right, guys, what are we going to do to be the best of the best in this situation? Right now I'm just like, all right, let's just beat it with like a reasonable amount of score. Let's just get some sort of reasonable monk case here. Oh, it's reversed too. That's cool. And maybe a reasonable heli pilot and just kind of glide with that. I think maybe a Razor Rotors on here and then a Never Miss targeting combo or something like that might be enough to kind of get us through this game. Might need to all pop down a mortar or something because it doesn't matter how many tiers I do. I can go with lower tiers towers if I want to. So we'll do a monkey start into a heli pilot. And ooh, we can also lose a pretty good amount of lives here if we feel like it. Not that we have to, but if we feel like it, we can lose a pretty good amount of tiers here and not feel, or amount of lives and not feel too bad about it. All right, I'm going to go for a risky play here, actually, try to keep my money down kind of low. I'm going to go for a bomb race. I honestly was leaning towards going for a top path instead of a bottom path, because bottom path got nerfed pretty hard in the most recent update. So I didn't really feel like going for those. But the top path would have been really, really effective against the Moab class balloons. So we only have to deal with 3 Moabs entirely. Round 40 and then 50 has 2 of them. But they're kind of spaced out pretty good amounts. So I'm hoping that my Razor Rotor's heli, if I'm just able to micro here, just a tiny, tiny bit, will actually be the amount of Moab Pop that I need. So let's see what's going to happen here. And then Bomber Ice will just be all of my Bloon cleanup, which is going to be significantly more powerful than top path or bottom path if used properly. And I think that's the major issue here, if used properly. If the bombs hit at the right time and all that stuff. So far going really, really well, though. We're actually just going to lock this guy in place for the time being. Let his... Place a little bit better there. Let his Razor Rotors get to work, and if I need to, I'll put him back on Follow Mouse or whatnot, but honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about this. This should go pretty well. $9,000, sub $9,000 for 51. I'm pretty happy with that. And this is 2 cam detection towers, too, so don't need to worry about those random camless ceramics on 51 that are normally frickin' ridiculous. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, look at that, man. Woo! Yeah, so we might need to just... Yeah, let's just leave him on pursuit, man. What am I doing? I'm trying to get all fancy here, and it's just not working out at all. So I guess after our second tile here, I just want to ask your guys' opinion. What do you think about contested territory? Have you been playing contested territory? If you've been playing B56 at all? Or do you think it's just kind of lame or silly or stupid or inefficient or whatnot? And what other changes would you like to see added to contested territory to make it a little bit more fun? I love the idea. I love the multiplayer aspect of it. I just don't feel like it's designed in a way that makes sense for a normal amount of people to be playing this game. If you have enough people that are playing 2 hours a day, non-stop, with full 90-player or 60-player, 90-player teams, that it could get kind of crazy, but it's not the normal situation. All right, not the normal kind of situation. Anyways, we got 3 more rounds to go. Yeah, I don't see how we could possibly lose, man, unless we really screw up round 50 here. That's a possibility, but I hope it's not going to happen. All right, some regens coming in here. No problem, no problem. We're going to put this guy back on Follow Mouse for a quick second here. I do want to stay on top of these Moabs. I am mildly afraid of them. Ooh, there's a lot of Bloons, though. A lot of Bloons. Got to get rid of that ceramic layer. And then the Ace can deal with the rest. Here we go, round 50. Okay. Ooh, a lot of ceramics on this guy, too, though. Woo! All right. This could be a little trickier than I thought. 50. Hopefully I don't need to add anything else in here. It looks like we're doing okay, but that Razor Rotors really has to come to play. Oh, the bombs landed pretty well there. Not perfect, but good enough. And we take that down. And looks like this last mob will clearly be taken down unless something crazy happens. Oh, we got to do 51 too. Holy crap. All right. All right, I was scared there for a second. All right, we should have enough cam detection for all this. I don't see why not. We took down round 49, 50. Let's see how the heck 51's going to kill us. And there we go. 31,000 left over. I mean, that's a good score. I really got to admit, that's a really good score for... I mean, I tried, don't get me wrong, but I did not, like, think it out for a million years or anything like that. I'm sure there's probably a better strategy with lower-level mortars and ice towers and things like that. Still getting, like, a low-level top-path monkey. Sure, there are ways to be better, but it just doesn't matter. I'm degrading the entire time here. So now what I'm doing is, I'm jumping out further out into the world so my team can maybe start to take over random crap. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a banner tile. It's a time attack with 67 rounds. Doesn't matter how fast I go. Nobody's going to try to take it from me. So I just got to get like a random 8-minute time or something like that. Just something. And the sucky thing for me is that I'm just too gosh darn lame. And I freaking love just getting high scores and nice scores. So I'm going to try too hard for what I should actually be doing. Ooh, we do start around 8 as well, which is a little bit wild. So we're going to go a little bit slow here. I feel pretty comfy with a Gwendolyn start on grouped popping power, but it's still not going to be that great until we start getting those hundreds of points, hundreds of dollars for actually ending a round here. So we're going to leave it slow. Round 10 is a pretty good amount of Bloons as well. Grouped Blues coming near the end there. I'm going to go for a boomerang in the down and the bottom here just to kind of do cleanup and eventually get a third tier, I believe. All right. Here's some yellow Bloons for round... Did I send out round 10 already? What the heck? I did not know that I did that. Keep in mind, we do not have any shield lives or anything either, so we do have to rely completely on our boomerang for all the cleanup work here and never getting extra lives. No extra lives ever. All right, I sent out round 12 here as well. Gwendolyn is only level 1. Oh, she's going to... Oh, there we go. Level 2, finally. Don't forget, every round we go up now, every $100 we earn is going to be a lot of extra help here for us. That was like our first $100. Here we go, second $100. Faster ranks, baby, faster ranks. We're going to send out a few more rounds. That's probably a little bit too many, to be honest, but I'm hoping to get my cocktail up here pretty soon. We're going to go for like 10 rounds right away. Just blow them out, man. Blow them out here. Give me a cocktail. Give me a cocktail. $20. Cocktail. Oh, crap. I spent the money, but I don't have the crap. This is a little scary. All right, here we go. Glaives, you really got to keep me in the game here, my friend. Really got to keep me in the game here. And Cocktail's up. We're going to go boom, set it like 10 rounds right in a row. We're going to try to end some really quickly and get our Glaive Ricochet going right away, man. All right, this does absolutely perfect. Exactly the way I wanted it to work. We need a few more of these, and I think it's time we're going to go for our Monkey Ace. I'm going to put the Monkey Ace closer to the top here, and we're going to get him up to a top path Monkey Ace, believe it or not. Top path, 4th tier, actually. I want to be able to pop Moabs and everything. I can go reasonably quick on this stuff, but I don't want to go too hard on it. Again, I don't need a fantastic score. I just need a reasonable score. So we can already pop Moabs. I do think I want him to have cam detection, though, so let's just get that up. Doing pretty good overall. Operation Dark Storm before round 40, ideally. My lead popping power is a little bit weak right now. We're going to go for that Cocktail, and here we go. Operation Dark Storm. That should be good enough for us. Camo balloons are still kind of sneaking through in the bottom down here, so we're going to go for an extra mortar. We're going to go for a decamelizer. It's going to be a good popper as well, so it's definitely just worth it overall. Boomerang's got to clean these guys up, man. Holy crap. Holy crap. All right, I went with a slightly different strategy this time. I went with a Bomber Race instead of top path to start off. It is working out quite orgasmically. Still going to go for an Operation Dark Storm here just because I want that extra popping power, but we're going to let them flow out a little bit slower here. We're going to go for more Monkey Aces. Just kind of spam a ram-a-ding-dong in them. Oh, you know what? I want to give them more Glaives first. So I got a more... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. This feels kind of dangerous, but we're going to go for it anyways. We're going to see how this goes. This is like my 8th time trying because I'm just such an idiot. I always want to push it. I'm a pusher, man. I'm a pusher. I'm a limit pusher. And I just felt like I wanted to try hard. And maybe this is where everybody's time goes, man. They just like... this is the only one I specifically like try a lot of. You know? Like, I'm just weird about it. I want to try it, and I want to try it hard. All right, we're blowing stuff up right now. Things are going all right. This need a lot more Moab popping power, but I think I'm just going to jump straight into a ground zero pretty soon. We'll get one more of these guys, and we're just going to go straight into a ground zero because I'm feeling pretty comfy here. We're going to try to blow up most of the crap kind of as soon as they walk in, but I still need some decent cam detection, realistically. That's one of my major weaknesses here. All right, we're going to go a little harder. Don't want to go too crazy, though. 63 is coming out. That's a big round. Let's get these out. Let's see what else we got here. Let's blow this guy some artillery battery action right at the very front here. We've got a lot of money flowing in right now because of that. And we can push these guys to the back here, hopefully to stay alive. Ground zero money is almost available. Almost, not quite. All right, we got another nice ability here, kind of near the front. Ground zero money is available. Boom, boom. We need to wait for that ground zero, though, to actually come in here. So we're going to set our last 3 rounds. Oh, crap. Set our last 3 rounds. Hopefully 67 is not just a ridiculously long round, because that could really screw us over. All right, ground zero is ready whenever we need it. So we're probably going to blow it pretty soon here, though. Yeah, let's blow that crap. Ba-boom. Bam! Last second, but good timing on us. Let's blow everything up as soon as it walks in here and get ready for some blower upperage. Some of that. 2 artillery batteries flown in here. We could get a sub 5. Maybe. It depends on how long these last 3 rounds were. I don't know which ones are the longest. I know 63 is a pretty long one, but evidently there are longer ones in here. Hopefully this isn't 65's rainbows still, because that would suck balls. Oh, I think it is. I think those are the ceramics for 65. Now we got the Moabs for 65, and then the BFB. And that could be the end, though, but it did take us like 20 more seconds to make that happen. So 65 is a really long round. Noted. All right. That was not that great. Took us a few more tries than I'd like it to, but we did survive. We get our 150 monkey money, some trophies, and some random coins and crap like that. All right. And then for our last feat today, you can tell like everybody's things are just being gone. You know, it's like nobody wants to play anymore. There's barely any tiles on the screen. I actually earned more tiles than I think my entire team has on the board right now. Just today, I earned 3. They've got 3. I guess it's even. We're going to earn our 4th one, though. And I'm going to make sure it's a relic tile. Ooh, attack bot. That actually is really cool. But that'll open up if somebody else wants to see another relic tile or something like that for next time. All right. Oh, it's another time attack. Oh, I hate my life. But all right, we're going to do it. All right, so we've got another race tile on our hands here, and this is a very annoying and stupid race tile. I've tried a couple times already, and it's been chaotic to say the least. A major problem is realizing that the start is tough, and if you're trying to do a good start, which is kind of like the major point of the race, you have to go kind of hard here and lose almost all of your lives. You know, if you look at the options, you got Druids, which really aren't very good for a starting tower. You got Geraldo, which is not a starting tower at all. And then you've got Mortars, which like might be able to be used, but just is so difficult to pull off, it's probably not worth it. Or an Alchemist. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be going for an Alchemist. And then we're going to go for Geraldo. We're going to go for some shooty turrets pretty quickly. All right, these shooty turrets are going to be what keeps us in the game, ideally. I'm going to put one of them right here at the very beginning on first. Put a second one kind of in the middle of the map, and we're going to get a third shooting turret, ideally pretty soon after that. And we're going to take the rounds reasonably slow, because I only have 36 lives, and I have to, believe it or not, save up for a pretty whopper of a tower here. We're going to go for a $1,000 Spike Factory right here, because even though these shooting turrets are pretty awesome, you got one downfall. They randomly miss a lot of random balloons. They don't shoot all that quick. So you really got to make sure that you have some sort of cleanup tower kind of in the back here to do everything else. Otherwise, you're going to be screwed. So we got 900 bucks right now. Hope for our Spike Factory. There he is. Spike Factory is up. That's going to save the day a lot of situations. Being down to 25 lives sucks, but having a Spike Factory makes you just do so much better. And it's time. Double shooty turrets in the front here. Again, Spike Factory doing a great job over there. And we're going to go for a couple more of these guys kind of in the middle as soon as we can. But the first thing I want to get is a Druid. All right, I think this guy's going to be the answer to all of our problems, which is just the general lack of total balloon popping power in random areas. He's got his lightning, which just kind of shoots everywhere. So hopefully it'll just shoot everywhere and pop all the random balloons coming in here. We're already 2 minutes deep, which is sometimes the point where some people will finish races. This might seem really slow, but it's just kind of the way it has to be, I think. I would be very impressed if anybody could get like less than 3 or 4 minutes on this race, man. Very impressed. All right. I'm taking it pretty slow because, again, these scores don't really matter too much. Ideally, I'd get a pretty good score, but it's one of those things where, again, it's the lack of contested territory, overall goodness. Having your scores decay just means that even if you get a really good race score, could just be wiped out in a couple hours of not playing. So what's the point of going hard on something when you could just go kind of regular on something and do good enough? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Let's make sure we keep up with shooting turrets. Got this guy last. We're going to put some of them on first, though. And we're going to also get the cam detection on Geraldo here. We're just going to, you know, we could deal with the Spike Factory here as our cam detection for a little while. It's not going to last very long, though. All right, here we go. Mortar's doing the bulk of the balloon popping power right now. It's not great against ceramics, which is a little scary. But hopefully everybody else can clean up. And we're going through round 39 already. Holy crap, boys. Holy crap. All right. Everybody's doing okay, but we're going to need a higher level Spike Factory for sure. And get this guy up. And maybe Maelstrom. All right, we're going to just Maelstrom it. I'm afraid. All these balloons coming in here. We Maelstrommed it. Now we're still going to have to figure out how we're going to pop this Moab. So let's do this. Let's go quad darts, and let's put them on pursuit. All right. And I basically want to save up for artillery battery, ideally. Go for some shooting turrets in the back here. We're going to sharpen these puppies. We're also going to glue the Moab just to slow it down a little. Oh, it didn't work yet. Crap. All right. Double Jerry's fire in the back, and that's going to keep us alive. All right. We still need to go for that artillery battery. Otherwise, we're going to be screwed on balloon pop power. In fact, I might even get rid of this guy to get him. Yeah, he's just not doing anything for me right now. We need this up for sure. Artillery batteries up, and believe it or not, we're going to go a few more rounds because we have a trick up our sleeve, guys. We've got a Maelstrom available. So then kind of a lot of rounds all at once. Oh, we don't have much cam detection now. Let's work on that, boys. All right, let's get that up. Get some more Jerry's Fire if we've got it available. Jerry's Fire. Oh, I don't have it available yet. All right, let's just get some random Moab glue kind of all over the place. We're decambolizing in the back, and our artillery battery is doing a bulk of the work here, and we're ready for our second artillery battery, believe it or not. So I can set it a few more rounds here. I don't want to set it around 63, but every other round besides that, we're probably good. Jerry, you got anything else for me, buddy? Oh, yeah, you got a Maelstrom for me, my friend. You got a Maelstrom, and you got a Jerry's Fire. Oh, yeah, that's what I call beautiful. And I'm going to go for another mortar here, and we're going to get a big one this time. All right, we got our artillery battery going strong in the backpack here. I don't have the big one money yet. I'm going to make sure my decamoization is going to go over here. And we're going to just get Jerry up to a decamoizer again. Hoping that that's all going to work out for us. We're going to set out these last few rounds. Big one is up with rapid reload. And I don't really see how we could lose this one unless something real frickin' ridiculous happens. Oh, Jerry's fire is gone back there. With a spike factory with Jerry's fire. Holy crap. These mortars are doing work, but there's still a lot of balloons we gotta pop. Big one, baby. Big one. Working our way backwards, basically. Uh-oh. Spike balls just to save myself a little bit of time here. I don't know what else I could really build here, but I could go for like a Poplush Druid with Heart of the Thunder or something like that, just to kind of help myself out a little bit here. And I do have an artillery battery ability. Could throw him down over here and make sure we're popping these BFBs. There's a few more BFBs to go, and I think we're done. I was not able to micro through and get Jerry's crap all done over here, but we did an okay job overall. We can Maelstrom these guys. Still a lot of BFBs we got to deal with here. And hopefully take them down before we get to 7 minutes. Okay, a lot of micro. What we do a 6.5 minute race there. A little longer than I'd like it to be, but, you know, it is what it is. Got $150 money and a bunch of other crap for it, so I'm happy with that. And we succeed. We take another tile, moving back up into the middle here. Neutral, and it is 24 hours. I kept not deciding on 24 or 48, but it's 24 hours that you get this tile for. Definitely need to keep it for longer than that. Neutral just does not seem like... It does not seem like a board should have 98% neutral tiles or 90% neutral tiles. It just doesn't make any sense. And there's no reason to keep on playing for these because what does it really matter? I don't know. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, press that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe. And, of course, have a super duper delicious day.